All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastordowell. Vindication, rejoicing. All right, check this out. Over in Tehillim, the Psalms, it says, rejoice not when you see your enemy fall. I'm going to paraphrase it here so you can comprehend what it says. Lest the Most High see it. And if he sees it, he's going to turn his hand away from them. You know the reason why? Because you already have your vengeance. You have your justice because you've rushed to get in the stead of the Most High. Listen, in life, whether you like it, comprehend it, understand it or not, you're going to have people that's going to be your enemies. And there are people that are determined to be your sworn enemies. Now, when you see those that constantly attack you, you know, I was dealing with a person the other day. They're in a corporate work environment. And there's these two people, I'm just going to leave it like that, that is constantly ragging on this person. And they go around and spit in other people's ears. And I mean, they just build up a confederacy. And then what, you know, the world, they don't know what really truly is going on, but they can discern something's gravely wrong. So they can feel the oppression. You know, there are certain ways that people look at you, that their eyes, even if you're not even looking, you know, it's just like when you're outside or if you're sitting in a place, you can tell, you can discern, you can almost feel it if somebody is watching you or looking at you. And then, sure enough, you turn your head and you cut your eyes. There they are, sitting there looking at you. It's like a presence. That presence is evil. Because that presence is trying to go out to accomplish something. It's spiritual. And so, you know, now the work environment's come to a place that this person does an excellent job, that now the spiritual pressure has caused them to want to quit and just not ever work again. Of course, if they take that philosophy, they won't be able to provide for their house. So my advice to them is number one, you need to get this first. Number one, strength in yourself. You need to know who you are, and you need to get to the point to where you're not caring what other people are saying or thinking about you, especially if they are not for you. That's the big key right there. Because ultimately, you will cave under the accusations and pressures of others, especially those who add nothing to your life. So I said, do they pay your bills? No. All right. Are they raising your children? No. Do they pay for your school's children? No. Do they keep the lights on? No, they don't. I said, so now you know who your enemies are. When you know who your enemies are, now you know how to navigate because you know who your enemies are. So therefore, don't look for any friendship. Do not look for any league. And when they come to you looking for quarter, when you know they've been against your person, give them none. Period. Point blank. At the same time, pray against them. Because the Bible teaches that every tongue that rises up against you in judgment, you should condemn. Now, they don't teach that in churches. They don't teach that in areas and places and stuff, but that's the truth because that's your heritage. And when you pray against them, all you do is sit back, watch the chips fall, and then you thank the Most High for his justice. Because physically, they're not doing anything to you. They're invoking demonic spirits. They're invoking negativity to search you out and to destroy you as a person. They want to make your life miserable. And when you turn it over to the Most High and you keep praying until you see something, don't pray just one time. That ain't persistence, and that's not consistent. Pray until you see a change. And when you see that change, all you do is just thank the Father, knowing that he has heard you. And you have sit back and watched every single one of your enemies fall. What you can do is thank Yah for his justice. You can thank Yah for his righteousness. At the same time, don't gloat. Don't run around and say, you see, they came out, I'm glad all you can do is say, you know what? The Most High is just. He's true. He's real. Because you don't want to jump in front of the Most High. And you don't want to try to take your own vengeance. That's where a lot of people make the mistake at. I said it once, I said it 1,000 times a long time ago. I tried to tell these people who call themselves pastors and elders at the time, I said, y'all want blood. And because y'all want blood and y'all want to see this person buried nothing's going to happen to them. And guess what? Nothing happened to them. They got mad at me. And guess what has happened? Every single one of them have fallen. Yeah. When I say fallen, over a period of time, the thing that they had ran away from, the vomit, the filth of the world that they run away from, they end up returning. That's what the Bible says. The dog that was washed has returned to his vomit again. And the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. And then you get to the last state of that man is worse than the first. And these people will never, ever, ever consider entertaining following the Most High again. You know why? Because they thought too highly of themselves. They were arrogant. They were self-willed. They were egotistical. They thought that justice was going to come by their condemnation and their slander, and that could have been nothing further from truth. Rather than, and they was waiting for their what they called their enemies to fall, and they failed themselves. That's the reason why we reserve judgment a lot of times in straightway in certain things. The reason why we reserve judgment is because we don't want to get in the way of the Most High tearing these people down. Because give it just a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time, and you'll be vindicated. You'll see whose side the Most High is on. That's just the truth, and that's the truth straight way. So you could take this religiously. You could take this in the civil sector, the work section. Listen to my advice. Take heed to that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you be passive in every area of your life when someone is attacking you aggressively. No, you defend yourself. Learn the difference between the two. Learn the difference between the two, and then go from there. And mind you, know this. Now, again, there's a lot of mental illness in this world, and a lot of bipolar, schizophrenic, socially ill people that have not been diagnosed. Some people can't live unless there's contention going. They can't do it. I mean, they have to have contention. What you need to do is figure out exactly who those people are. You need to know yourself first. When you know yourself, it's easy to discern everybody else. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. King coming.